Hello everyone, welcome to LMS. I am Madhurya Biyar, working as lecturer in Government Polytechnic, Chitradurga. This is Advanced Communication, session number 5 of Unit 4, Satellite Communication. We'll see the contents of this session. We'll be having a recap of previous session, that is techniques for increasing channel capacity in a satellite. Next we'll be discussing about block diagram of a communication satellite. So we'll be discussing the various subsystems in a communication satellite. First we'll have a recap of previous session. So we discussed about increasing channel capacity in a satellite. So the available 500 megahertz bandwidth will not be sufficient when the number of users or number of channels required is increasing. So what we can do is, using the same available bandwidth, we will be using different techniques to accommodate more number of users or to increase the number of channels. So we discussed about two techniques, that is frequency reuse and spatial isolation. In frequency reuse, we learned that how a same frequency can be used, same available bandwidth can be used for increasing number of channels. In frequency reuse, we will be reusing the same frequency by using different antenna polarization. So we will be having two set of transponders. One set will be operating on horizontal polarization, another set will be using vertical polarization, but the frequency of both the transponder set will be same. So by this we can double the bandwidth of the communication satellite. Next, in spatial isolation, we use narrow beamwidth antennas, or called as spot beam antennas, to increase the number of channels. Instead of using a single wide beam antennas, we implement or we use narrow beamwidth spot beam antennas, which will be focusing on a smaller or limited area on the earth surface, but the frequency used will be same. Next we'll discuss about a communication satellite. Under this topic we'll be discussing the different subsystem of a communication satellite. A communication satellite consists of various subsystems meant for performing different functions. The main subsystem of a communication satellite are power subsystem, communication subsystem, antenna subsystem, telemetry tracking and command, that is TTC subsystem, propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So these are the various subsystems in a communication satellite. On the communication satellite ಅಲ್ಲಿ various functions na perform ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ different subsystems ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ power subsystem, communication subsystem, antenna subsystem, TTC ಮತ್ತು propulsion and attitude control subsystem. We'll see the block diagram of a communication satellite. So here we can see here we have power subsystem, we have communication subsystem, this is the antenna subsystem, this is telemetry tracking and control subsystem, and we have propulsion subsystem, propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So these are the 5 various subsystems in a communication satellite. One thing you have to keep it in mind, this TTC can be abbreviated as telemetry tracking and control subsystem or telemetry tracking and command subsystem. Telemetry tracking and control subsystem andru onde, telemetry tracking and command subsystem andru onde, adanna erಡನ್ನು interchange ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So first we'll discuss about power subsystem. This system provides the necessary power to the satellite. Satellite ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ various circuits operate ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ power ಬೇಕು, current ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So that current will be, or the power will be supplied by this power subsystem. The primary source of power is solar panels and solar cells. So we have solar panels and solar cells in power subsystem. The sunlight will be received by this solar panels and solar cells. They will convert it into electrical energy and provide that electrical energy to various circuits in a communication satellite. There is also a battery backup facility used during launch and eclipse. So during launch and as well as during eclipse, there will not be direct sunlight available for a solar panel to convert it into electrical energy. So for backup we will be having batteries. Both DC to DC converters and DC to AC inverters are used to supply special voltages to some subsystem. Some of the circuits will be operating on DC, some of the circuits will be operating on AC. So for that we'll be having DC to DC converters and DC to AC inverters. Satellite ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ನ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ. ಎಕ್ಲಿಪ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಗ್ರಹಣ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ, ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈನ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರೀಸಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ಸು ಡಿ ಸಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಎ ಸಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಟು ಡಿ ಸಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿ ಸಿ ಟು ಎ ಸಿ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. So you can see here in power subsystem we have solar panels, charger and batteries, regulators for protection and conditioning, DC to DC converter, DC to AC inverter. So this solar panels, they receive the solar energy, convert it into electrical energy and provide to all the circuits, all the subsystem in a communication satellite. Few circuits require DC, so we have DC to DC converter. Few circuits require AC, so we have DC to AC inverter. So for during eclipse we can go for batteries. So for that we are having chargers as well. Next subsystem is communication subsystem. This subsystem is the payload of communication satellite. So payload is nothing but the application for which the satellite is launched. ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ನ ಯಾವ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಪೇಲೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಸ್ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪೇಲೋಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೀಸ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ದ ಅಪ್ಲಿಂಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್, ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ದಮ್, translate the frequency and amplify them again for retransmission as downlink signal. So you can see here, this is the communication subsystem. We have a receiver, we have a frequency translator, we have a transponder, so transmitter. So this is a transponder. Similarly we are having a set of transponders. The function of a transponder is to receive the signal from the earth station. Through antennas it will be receiving the signal. Next it will be doing frequency translation, means it will change the uplink frequency to downlink frequency. Then it will amplify the signal and through the transmitter it will send it to the antenna subsystem. The downlink signal will be transmitted to the earth station. So we will be having various or a set of transponders in a communication subsystem. So this is connected to a antenna subsystem. So antenna subsystem, antenna on board acts as an interface between the earth station and various satellite subsystem. So the antenna acts as an interface between all the subsystem of a satellite and the earth station. So for communicating between the satellite and earth station we require antenna subsystem. Earth station ಮತ್ತೆ satellite ಮಧ್ಯೆ communicate ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ antenna subsystem ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. It is used to receive signals from and transmit signals to the ground station. So the function of antenna subsystem is we are having antennas to receive the signal from earth station, to receive the uplink signal from the earth station and to send the downlink signal to the earth station. It is also a part of satellite payload. So antenna subsystem is also a part of communications satellite payload. So you can see here we have antenna subsystem and communication antennas. So this antenna subsystem, it will receive the uplink signal from the earth station, send the uplink signal to the transponder. After the suitable frequency translation and amplification, the transponder will send the downlink signal to the antenna subsystem. This will transmit the downlink signal to the earth station. So this is the function of antenna subsystem. You have to keep it in mind that communication subsystem and antenna subsystem, this forms the payload of a communication satellite. Next we have as telemetry tracking and command, that is TTC subsystem. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. This subsystem monitors onboard conditions such as temperature and battery voltage and transmits this data back to a ground station for analysis. So the TTC will be having many onboard sensors and battery voltage level measuring devices. These data will be sent from the satellite to the Earth station. So this TTC is mainly used to control all the operations of a satellite. So we'll be having temperature sensors, pressure sensors, thermal sensors and battery voltage sensors and other monitoring systems. They will be measuring the suitable values or the required values in a communication satellite, and that data will be sent from this TTC to the Earth station. The Earth station will be controlling all the operations of a satellite. So that communication or that control link will be provided by this TTC subsystem. So this is the TTC subsystem. So these are the inputs from onboard sensors. I told you we will be having various sensors. Temperature sensors irutte, pressure sensors irutte, thermal sensors irutte, ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜಸ್ನ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಡೇಟಾನ ಆನ್ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಮಾನಿಟರಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟಾನ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಆ ಡೇಟಾ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಾಯಿಂದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಾ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾ. ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಾ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್. This antenna, which is telemetry antenna, this is used for exchanging this control or telemetry data information between the satellite and Earth station. The ground station sends commands to the satellite by transmitting a signal to the command subsystem to control many satellite functions. So when the Earth station is monitoring the condition of a satellite, if there are any changes to be made or if there has to be any control on any subsystem, the ground station or Earth station will send commands to the satellite through the telemetry antenna. So that telemetry tracking subsystem, it will receive the commands from the Earth station and rectify the errors or rectify any of the problem occurred in a satellite. Next subsystem we have is propulsion and attitude control subsystem. The jet thrusters and the apogee kick motor, that is AKM, are part of propulsion subsystem. So propulsion subsystem alli enirutte, jet thrusters irutte matte AKM, apogee kick motors irutte. The attitude control subsystem provides stabilization in orbit and senses changes in orientation. So whenever there is a requirement for attitude control means maintaining the orientation of various units in a satellite. Like we have solar panels, they have to be pointed towards the sun. We have antennas in a satellite that has to be pointed towards the Earth station. We have cameras. So to control the direction or orientation of these components in a satellite, we go for attitude control. That is performed by attitude control subsystem. Satellite irtakanta TV antenna communication antennas ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದರದ್ದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆ್ಯಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. It fires the jet thrusters to perform attitude adjustment and station keeping functions that keep the satellite in its correct orbital position. So similar to attitude control, we have another maintenance technique called as station keeping. Station keeping alli ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, due to gravitational forces from other celestial bodies, the satellite will be drifting from its original orbital position. Satellite ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಿಂದ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಡ್ರಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So that station keeping operation is performed by this propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So attitude control as well as station keeping is the main function performed by this propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So for attitude control we have stabilization techniques. For performing the station keeping maintenance program or operation, we have small rockets called as jet thrusters and apogee kick motors. These are used for station keeping. So whenever there is a requirement for station keeping and attitude control, the commands will be sent from the earth station. To the telemetry antenna, the signal or the commands will be sent to this propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So the necessary or the required functions or operations will be performed by this propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So this is the propulsion subsystem and attitude control subsystem. We can see jet thrusters here and apogee kick motor. Whenever there is a requirement for station keeping, these jet thrusters has to be fired. That will be done by this propulsion subsystem. So the telemetry antenna will receive the commands from the earth station for performing station keeping. So that commands will be sent to the propulsion subsystem. So whenever this receives a station keeping command by the earth station, it will ignite or it will fire this jet thrusters, make the proper station keeping operations, and it will be turned off. And for attitude control, means to maintain the orientation of the various components in a satellite, the earth station will be sending commands to the telemetry antenna. This TTC will send commands to the attitude control subsystem. Proper or suitable stabilization techniques will be performed to control the direction of like solar panels, antennas and TV cameras. So these are the various subsystems available in communication satellite. Power subsystem irutte. Suitable power ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು solar panels ಇಂದ receive ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ electrical energy convert ಮಾಡಿ various subsystem ಗೆ current ನ supply ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ power subsystem. Next we have communication subsystem, which is the payload of the communication satellite. So it will be having many number of transponders. The function of transponder is to receive the uplink signal from the communication antennas and perform frequency translation, means converting the uplink frequency to downlink frequency and sending that downlink frequency to the antenna subsystem. That is performed by communication subsystem. Next we have is antenna subsystem. The function of this antenna subsystem is to receive the uplink signal from the earth station and send the downlink signal to the earth station. So we have communication antennas separate and telemetry antennas separately used. Next we have is TTC, telemetry tracking and control, or telemetry tracking and command subsystem. So we will be having many onboard conditions to be monitored in a satellite. Satellite ಅಲ್ಲಿ onboard conditions ನ earth station continuous ಆಗಿ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲೋ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್, ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದರೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, TTC ಇಂದ ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆಂಟೆನಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಕಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್. ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಿದಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ TTC. And next we have as propulsion and attitude control subsystem. Propulsion subsystem the function station keeping time alli, station keeping andre correct orbital position alli satellite na maintain mado procedure adu. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನಿಂದ ಡ್ರಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿಪಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ದ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಜೆಟ್ ಥ್ರಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಫೈರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ನ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. It is maintaining the orientation of various components in a communication satellites. Satellite ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೋಲಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಡೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸನ್ ಕಡೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಫಿಷಿಯೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಲೈಟ್ಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಾಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಡೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸು ಯಾವ ಡಿಸೈರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನಿಂದ ಟೆಲಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಟೆನಿಂದ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು TTC ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೇಷನ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ that is performed by the propulsion and attitude control subsystem. So this is how a communication satellite works using all these various subsystems. So this is the summary of this session. We discussed about communication satellite subsystem. We have 5 various subsystem in a communication satellite. First we have as a power subsystem. It is used to provide power to all the subsystem. We will be having solar panels, solar cells, batteries, regulators, DC to AC inverters, DC to DC converters. In communication subsystem, it is the payload of a communication satellite. So we will be having a set of transponders. The function of this communication subsystem is to receive the signal, perform the frequency translation, amplify the signal and send it back to the earth station. Antenna subsystem is used to receive and transmit signals between earth station and satellite. We have to keep it in mind, we have separate antenna for communication, separate antenna for TTC. Communication subsystem ge bere antennas irutte, TTC ge ne bere antennas na use ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. Next, telemetry tracking and command subsystem, that is TTC subsystem. The function of this TTC is to control the operations of a communication satellite. Communication satellite the operations na onboard conditions na earth station ge ಕಳಿಸೋದು monitor ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ changes ಇದೆ, values required desired values ಗಿಂತ variations ಇದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ earth station ಇಂದ commands na receive ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು suitable actions na perform ಮಾಡೋದು TTC subsystem. Last one we have is propulsion and attitude control subsystem. This is used for station keeping and attitude control. Station keeping time alli jet thrusters matte apogee kick motors na firing ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ propulsion subsystem ಇದೆ. Stabilization techniques na implement ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, orientation na correct ಆಗಿ set ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ satellite ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ various components ದು attitude control subsystem. So the TTC, telemetry tracking and command system, it will send all the control information, control data or the telemetry data to the earth station. Earth station will monitor those data and it will send the commands to perform suitable operations for maintenance of a satellite. We will see what are the expected questions from this session. List the different types of satellite subsystems. So you have to list the 5 various satellite subsystems, that is power subsystem, communication subsystem, antenna subsystem, telemetry, tracking and command subsystem, propulsion and attitude control subsystem. You have to list them. Explain the general block diagram of a communication satellite. So with a neat block diagram you have to explain the communication satellite. Explain the functions of communication satellite subsystem. So you have to write a block diagram and explain the function of each subsystem. Now we will have a quiz. The primary source of power for a satellite is solar cells. So solar cells provide the primary source of power. So during eclipse we will be having batteries. A transponder is a satellite equipment which what are the functions performed by a transponder in a satellite? The answer is does all of the above. Means it will receive the signal. Transponder will receive a signal from earth station, performs frequency translation, it performs amplification and sends that to the antenna subsystem. How can satellite maintain its desired orbit consistently? So how can it be maintained in a desired orbit? Using small onboard jet thrusters, that is nothing but station keeping is done by using small onboard jet thrusters. These are small rockets used by satellites for station keeping. Next is the main function of a communication satellite is as a repeater. So the communication satellite acts as a repeater to extend the distance of communication. The satellite subsystem that monitors and controls the satellite is the, so which subsystem is required for monitoring and controlling the satellite? Hope you have guessed the right answer. It is telemetry, tracking and command. It is TTC subsystem. A satellite signal transmitted from a satellite transponder to earth station is downlink. This link between the link from satellite to earth station. Batteries are used to power all satellite subsystems. So when are the batteries used? The right answer is during eclipse period. So there will not be direct sunlight available for solar cells. So during that time, batteries will be used for supplying power to all the subsystem in a satellite. A separate antenna is used for TT and C subsystem. So you have to say it is true or false. The answer is true. Yes, we have separate antenna for TTC and separate antenna for communication. The telemetry unit in satellite is used for, so why we are using telemetry unit? To monitor onboard conditions. So TTC telemetry unit is used to monitor the onboard conditions, sending those onboard data to the earth station for control operations. The payload in a communication satellite is, so what is the payload in a communication satellite? It is communication subsystem, means transponders, set of transponders available in communication satellite, it acts as the payload. So this is the quiz. Hope you have guessed the right answers. Hopefully this session is useful for you. Thank you.